Doctor Who The Big Bang, the 13th episode of Series 5, is written by Stephen Moffat and starring Matt Smith, Karen Gillan and Arthur Darvill. So the aspects of this episode is planned by Stephen Moffat, and he thought of The Big Bang as his favourite dirty Doctor Who joke, as it's a reference to the fact that Amy and Rory conceived their child on the TARDIS that night, which that night got revealed in A Good Man Goes to War. So The Big Bang begins with the 11th hour opening, where young Amelia Pond is praying for Santa to send someone to fix the crack on her wall. So she looks out the window, but this time there was no one there. So Amelia showed her psychiatrist and her Aunt Sharon a picture with stars, and her psychiatrist reminded her that there's no such thing as stars. So then she gets a letter from the doctor wearing a fez inviting her to National Museum, so her and Sharon went on the next day. So Amelia rushes past the stone Daleks and sees a Pandorica there. So after Amelia gets a note saying stick around, she finds a place to hide and, she's doing an overnight challenge. So at night, Amelia came out of her hiding place and the Pandorica opens and there's adult Amy inside it. So after the title sequence in 102 AD at Stonehenge, Rory grieves over Amy and I love the Doctor wearing the fez and carrying a mop. It's so iconic. So he gave Rory the sonic screwdriver to let the other Doctor out of the Pandorica, and the one in the fez is his future. After Rory finds out he's a Nestine, the Doctor grabbed a vortex manipulator and disappeared, while Rory kept Amy inside the Pandorica and guarded for around 2,000 years. Blimey, a couple who waited, and I think him and Captain Jack have something in common. So Amy looks at Amelia's height to learn that it's 1996. After the Doctor appears, they get chased by a stone Dalek, and there's Rory working as a night shift security guard and using the power of Auton to shoot the Dalek, and the Doctor grabbed the fez so everyone ran. The Dalek comes back to life with Pandorica still opening, and it's creepy the way the Dalek said restore. So the Doctor does what his future self in Fez did, tell Rory to let his past self out of the Pandorica, leave a note for Amelia, and snatch a coke off her hand. Then we get a scary scene where another Doctor appears and he fell as he died, which is his future. Then Amelia has disappeared as the history is still collapsing, but the Doctor, Amy and Rory are still there as their anomaly. They're at the eye of the storm. As they go on the roof, I love the bit where the Doctor rescued River by saying, "Hi honey, I'm home." So they teleported out the TARDIS and back to the roof, and I love the moment where River is like, "What in the name of sanity have you got on your head?" And the Doctor says he's got a fez and fezzes are cool. But Amy decided to yank it off him and threw it in the air, and River blasted it. So then the stone Dalek arrived, so they ran back inside. Later, when the Doctor got distracted, he got exterminated. And I love the moment where River got the Dalek saying mercy. It's pretty effective. So the Doctor's bodyguard disappeared and he's ended up in the Pandorica, and Amy doesn't know what happened to her parents. In order to reboot the universe, the Doctor in the Pandorica is flying up the sky. As the time gets reversed, he's in the TARDIS. And I love his line when he said, "I escaped." I love it when I do that. I can get a new fez. And there's Amy dressing up for holiday as they're going to Florida. So then the Doctor appeared outside Craig's flat where Amy left a note, and the Doctor sees a crack on the road right next to him. So the Doctor appeared in Byzantium and goes to Amy with her eyes closed so she doesn't get killed by weeping angels and tell her to remember. Then ended up in 1996 and finds Amelia fall asleep in the back garden. So the Doctor carried Amelia into her bed and told her a story, how he stole, or rather borrowed, the TARDIS, and the crack won't close properly until you step inside it. So he did, and Amelia woke up as her bedroom is empty. So in 2010 in the morning, Amy is surprised to see her mum and dad alive as they're getting ready for wedding. While at Amy and Rory's wedding, Amy's dad does a speech, and Amy has got River's diary as she's walking past. So Amy shuts her dad up and told everyone about her imaginary friend, who is the Doctor. So then the TARDIS appeared and there's the Doctor looking good in the suit and top hat. And I love his dance when he does that. Brilliant. So after the dance, the Doctor meets up with River and she says that the Doctor will soon find out who she really is. In the end, the Doctor in the TARDIS gets a call, something about an Egyptian goddess loose on the Orient Express in space, which later gets explored in Mummy on the Orient Express in Series 8. So Amy waves goodbye to her house, so Amy and Rory continued travelling with the Doctor. Another great episode. I do love Series 5. What did you think of this episode and Series 5? Let me know in the comments down below. As always, thanks for watching and see you in the next video.